Greetings, ladies and gentlemen of the internet. Jan Michael here, along with guest star Baby G. As I mentioned in the last video, he'll be making quite a bit of appearances, otherwise I will never be able to film anything, so yeah, just ignore the chaos that goes on all around. Anyways, let's talk about some predictions, shall we? And I know what you're thinking. Jan Michael, don't you hate the Game Awards? And whoa, those are some strong words there. I mean, can you even call it an award show? Oh, snap! I'm on fire, Baby G. In all seriousness, we don't watch that show for the awards portion of it. No. We're there for the game trailers, the exciting announcements, all the new reveals, and that's gonna be no difference this year. But if I was excited for the awards portion of it, I would have some predictions, and they would go as such. I'm gonna go alphabetically here, except for Game of the Year, which we'll talk about last. So join me now as we breeze right through these real quickly. For Action Game, the nominees are Battlefield 6, Doom: The Dark Ages, Hades 2, Ninja Gaiden 4, Shinobi: Art of Vengeance. Well, there's only one here that is nominated for Game of the Year. That's Hades 2. That's what I'm predicting is gonna go home with the win in this category. For Action Adventure Game, which, I mean, couldn't it just be Adventure Game? I'm nitpicking here. The nominees are Death Stranding 2, On the Beach, Ghost of Yotei, Hollow Knight, Silksong, Indiana Jones and the Great Circle, and Split Fiction. Well, first, it's nice to know that they didn't forget about Indiana Jones. That game came out in December of last year, and as such wasn't eligible for last year's Game Awards, which stupid. It's just, I speak my mind there, it's stupid. But whatever. I don't think it's gonna win. I think that Jeff is definitely going to want to cusp Kojima's balls, and thus Death Stranding 2 is gonna go home with the win. But I mean, I can't blame him for that. I mean, who doesn't want to cup Kojima's balls? Like, I'd be fondling those things left and right all day. So no shame there, no shame. But yeah, Death Stranding 2, that's my prediction. For adaptation, the nominees here are a Minecraft movie, Devil May Cry, The Last of Us Season 2, Splinter Cell, Death Watch, and Until Dawn. I think we've all spoken our anger here of where the fuck is Sonic? Why is Sonic 3 not on here? Are you just forgot? Slipped your mind there? Just what? Anyways, I'm of two minds here. If you're gonna go with what the critics loved, then I would assume The Last of Us is gonna go home with the win here. If you're gonna go with the moneymaker, then it's obviously a Minecraft movie. If they gave it to Last of Us, I feel a lot of people would be pissed. So I'm gonna predict a Minecraft movie, though I'm not 100% confident on this one. So it's either Minecraft or Last of Us, just to pick your poison there. For art direction, the nominees are Clair Obscur, Expedition 33, Death Stranding 2, On the Beach, Ghost of Yotei, Hades 2, Hollow Knight, Silksong. Well, first, art direction definitely has to go to either Hades 2 or Hollow Knight. Preferably, I say Hades 2. I do think that is more deserving of it. I wouldn't completely count out Hollow Knight, and if it doesn't take home the win here, I think it's going to go home empty-handed, but I'm just going to go with my gut here and say Hades 2. But not 100% confident here either. I think it can go a multitude of ways, but to me, I think those two are the ones that are truly deserving of this award. For audio design, the nominees are Battlefield 6, Clair Obscur, Expedition 33, Death Stranding 2, On the Beach, Ghost of Yotei, and Silent Hill F. This one's easy, it's Battlefield. Battlefield always wins this award, so done deal, on to the next. Community support, the nominees here are Baldur's Gate 3, Final Fantasy XIV, Dawn Trail, Fortnite, Helldivers 2, No Man's Sky, and I'll be completely honest, I don't know. I'm just gonna take a wild guess here and say Helldivers 2, but I really have no justification on why that is the case. Yeah, I know, baby, you're disappointed in me. Content Creator of the Year. The nominees are Seadrill, Kai Cenat, Moist Critical, Sakura Miko, The Burnt Peanut. Oh, there's only one person on here I know, which is Moist Critical, so just automatically he gets my vote. Will he actually win? I don't know, but that's all I got. For Debut Indie Game, the nominees here are Blueprints, Clair Obscur, Expedition 33, Despelote, and Dispatch. Easy. Clair Obscur. Done deal. Next. For Esports Athlete, the nominees here are Brock, who plays Valorant, Chovy, who plays League of Legends, Forsaken, who plays Valorant, Kakeru, who plays Street Fighter, Mera RD, who plays Street Fighter, and Ziwu, who plays Counter-Strike 2. I truly do not know. I don't follow esports whatsoever. So once again, this is a wild guess. I'm going to go with the name that I think is coolest, in which case I'm going to go with Ziwu. But again, I have no idea if that's correct or not. For esports game, the nominees are Counter-Strike 2, Oda 2, League of Legends, Mobile Legends, Big Bang, and Valorant. Once again, I know no, so just gonna take a guess and say Valorant. That's all I got. All right, finishing off the esports categories here. Best esports team. The nominees are Gen G for League of Legends, NRG for Valorant, Team Liquid PH for Mobile Legends, Big Bang, Team Falcons for Oda 2, and Team Vitality for Counter-Strike 2. There's too many teams with the name team in there, so I'm just gonna go for one of the other two, and NRG just sounds cooler to me, so that's who I pick. Moving on. For the wholesome category that is a family game, the nominees are Donkey Kong Bonanza, Lego Party, Lego Voyagers, Mario Kart World, Sonic Racing Cross Worlds, and Split Fiction. Well, there's only one that is nominated for Game of the Year, which is Donkey Kong Bonanza, so just automatically my vote's gonna go there. And that's what I got, or my prediction. Not my vote. I am voting. Don't make me vote, please. For fighting game, which has a whole bunch of bullshit in it, you have 2XKO, Capcom Fighting Collection 2, which shouldn't qualify. This is a whole bunch of old games stacked. That shouldn't count. A Fatal Fury, City of the Wolves, Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection. It's the same problem. Just get that out of here. Virtua Fighter 5 Revo World Stage. I have no dudes. I mean, it's probably gonna go to either Mortal Kombat or Capcom Fighting, which is utter bullshit. But I'm not gonna do that, so I'm just gonna go with Fatal Fury, because I refuse to predict the other two that shouldn't even be here. So there you go. This is why I don't like the Game Awards. One of many reasons. For game direction, the nominees here are Clair Obscur, Expedition 33, Death Stranding 2, On the Beach, Ghost of Yote, Hades 2, Split Fiction. I feel like I'm sounding like William Shatner here. Anyway, prediction, Clair Obscur, Expedition 33. This is going to be your big winner for the night, and apart from a few little categories, I think you're safe pretty much predicting it to win everywhere else, and this is definitely one of them. Games for Impact. Your nominees here are Consume Me, Despelote, Lost Record, Bloom and Rage, South of Midnight, Wanderstop. I haven't played any of these, so I don't really know, but I have heard good things about Lost Record and Wanderstop. I'm gonna go Wanderstop just because I like that title a little bit more, but I could be wrong. I don't think it's gonna be South of Midnight just because I didn't hear that many great things about that one, but I really haven't heard anything about Consume Me or Despelote, so I may just be completely just out of the loop in this category, but that's what I got for you there. Independent game, your nominees here are Absolem, Ball Cross Pit, I hope that's how you say it, Blue Prince, oh my gosh, he's warding off the evil spirits, Clair Obscur, Expedition 33, Hades 2, Hollow Knight, Silk Song. What did I say about Clair Obscur? It's gonna be your big winner, so it's gonna win here. Easy. Moving on, done deal. Innovation in accessibility. Your nominees this time are Assassin's Creed Shadows, Atomfall, Doom, The Dark Ages, EA Sports FC 26, South of Midnight. I don't know, I mean, usually when we get to this category in like more respective shows, I do a little bit of research, but I didn't care enough in this one to do any research. I think despite what everything contains, they're gonna want to give Doom an award just because Doom was really liked. So I can see no better place to award it than here, just because I don't think it's got a chance in any other category. So that's what my prediction is. Doom. It's the political award, the one that they've got to share the love. So hey, gotta give it something here. Gotta be nice, I guess. Plus, aren't Todd and Jeff friends? I'm sure he wants to give the awards to all his friends, so that makes sense. For mobile game, oof, I'm really not gonna know this one. Destiny Rising. Is that like from the main Destiny games? This is how out of the loop with mobile games I am. Persona 5, The Phantom X. I believe that's a gacha game, which fucking hate those things. Sonic Rumble, I don't know what that is. Umamusume Pretty Derby, I know that's the horse thing, but I think that's also a gacha game, which I fucking hate. So, and then Wuthering Waves, which, is that also a gacha game? God damn, phones and gacha games just like breed like crazy. I don't know. I truly don't. I'm gonna go Sonic Rumble just because I think that's the most popular IP amongst these, but is really me just taking a shot in the dark here. I truly have no clue. Most anticipated game, your nominees here are 007, First Light, Grand Theft Auto 6, Marvel's Wolverine, Resident Evil Requiem, The Witcher 4. I mean, it's obviously Grand Theft Auto 6. It's like, everybody's like awaiting on anticipated breath for that one. It's like, whenever it gets pushed back, there's like memes and things about like, oh my god, Grand Theft Auto 9's gonna come out before 6 comes out. It's just pandemonium, people waiting for this thing to come out. I mean, other game companies want to move their game out of the release window for when 6 comes out. It's just, how can this not win this category? You tell me. Holy smokes. Multiplayer game. The nominees here are Arc Raiders, Battlefield 6, Elden Ring, Night Rain, Peak, Split Fiction. I think this is going to Arc Raiders. I mean, that's still fresh in so many people's minds. A lot of people are still talking about it. They're still jumping in, discovering the game. So I think it's peaking at just the right time for this to just easily go home with the award. I really don't think anything else has a chance with maybe Battlefield 6, but it's not like the Battlefield 6 launch was like amazing. It was fine. So I think Arc Raiders definitely came out stronger, and as such will leave more of an impact, and people are going to want to vote for it. For narrative, we have Clair Obscur, Expedition 33, Death Stranding 2, On the Beach, Ghost of Yotei, Kingdom Come, Deliverance 2, Silent Hill F, Clair Obscur. Obviously Clair Obscur. Even if you don't believe that one's going to go on with like Game of the Year and others, just the story in that one is very impactful. I can't think of any other amongst this that truly made people cry. Maybe Death Stranding 2, but I don't think that one's even close to winning Game of the Year or something, second place or anything like that. So Clair Obscur all the way here. Ongoing game. The nominees here are Final Fantasy XIV, Fortnite, Helldivers 2, Marvel Rivals, No Man's Sky. I'm just going to take a shot in the dark and say Helldivers 2. I still think that's fresh on a lot of people's minds. And I think out of all the games here, with maybe the exception of Fortnite, I've heard so many people talking about the expansions, all the new content that they're dropping for that game, and how they're really not messing that up whatsoever. Like, the experience is still super, super fun for everybody. So, at least from what I've read, I haven't fully researched that, but just based on that, I'm going to vote there. For performance, the nominees here are Troy Baker as Indiana Jones in Indiana Jones and the Great Circle, Charlie Cox as Gustave in Clair Obscur, Expedition 33, Jennifer English as Mael in Clair Obscur, Expedition 33, Erika Ishii as Atsu in Ghost of Yotei, Konatsu Kato as Hanako Shimizu in Silent Hill F, and Ben Starr as Verso in Clair Obscur, Expedition 33. Like, Troy Baker needs to take this one for Indiana Jones. Like, I don't like that guy too much, but good lord, he is talented and he is that game. Like, that's like credit where credit is due. That was a mind-blowing performance. That is what wins awards. So he needs to go home with the win here. Obviously, you have the Clair Obscur people, but with 3 of them, I think that's going to really tug at people voting in multiple different ways. So I think this is definitely got to go with Troy Baker. Even if you don't fully believe in that game's like ability to win, I think you just have the facts of the other votes getting spread too thin that he kind of just rockets right past them. At least that's how I'm justifying this. Not that I need to. It's a great performance. It's a great game. All right, role-playing game. I've got Avowed. I have Clair Obscur, Expedition 33. I have Kingdom Come, Deliverance 2. I have Monster Hunter Wilds. And I have The Outer Worlds 2. This is Clair Obscur. Done. Next. For score and music, you have Clair Obscur, Expedition 33. Death Stranding 2, On the Beach. Ghost of Yotei. Hades 2. Hollow Knight. Silksong. Easily Clair Obscur. The soundtrack, like, sold so many copies. I didn't hear that about any other game this year, so this is easily Clair Obscur. All right, for sim strategy game, I have The Alters, I have Civilization 7, I have Final Fantasy Tactics, The Ivalice Chronicles, which again is bullshit, shouldn't be here. I have Tempest Rising, I have Jurassic World Evolution 3, and I have 2 Point Museum. I love The Alters. That game was amazing. That's one of my favorite games of the year, but I think that whole AI debacle, despite the small little impact, despite the small little impact it really only had on the game, I think is going to leave a bad taste in a lot of people's mouths. So I think it's just going to go to 2 Point Museum, and maybe it should just because of that. I mean, if you don't know, read up on it. I'm not going to list that here, but yeah, it's probably 2 Point Museum. For sports racing game, I have EA Sports FC 26, F1 25, Mario Kart World, Rematch, and Sonic Racing Cross Worlds. I know a lot of people want to see Sonic Racing Cross Worlds go home with the win. It was a good game, not an amazing one, but it was solid enough. But I still think this is going to go to Mario Kart. It's just a more polished experience. And not to say that game was amazing. I had problems with that one. There was quite a bit of problems with it. But I think in terms of just how polished the whole thing is, it's Mario Kart. So unless they really want to stick it to the house of Mario, I don't see Sonic going up with the win, but I wouldn't be opposed to it winning. So that's my personal take on that. So that's what I got. For VR AR game, the nominees here are Alien, Rogue Incursion, Arcanage, Ghost Town, Marvel's Deadpool VR, The Midnight Walk. I don't know. I haven't played VR games in forever. So here it's another guess. And I'm just going to say Alien's going to go in with the win. But that's all I got. And lastly of all, Game of the Year. Your nominees here are Clair Obscur, Expedition 33, Dead Stranding 2, On the Beach, Donkey Kong Bonanza, Hades 2, Hollow Knight, Silk Song, and Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, which, by the way, can I just say how odd? Donkey Kong only has one other nomination in Family Game. You would think Ghost of Yotei would be here because that got a whole bunch of nominations, but I am voting for these, so who am I to judge here? Expedition 33, it's a done deal. It's a done deal. It's gonna go home with the win. The last couple of years, you know what's gonna go home with Game of the Year, and this one's just another foregone conclusion. Expedition 33, lock it in, final answer, no whammies, whatever other game stuff is out there. Anyways, those are my predictions. If I cared about the Game Awards, which I don't, I am really there to just see the game trailers. I'm there to see the announcements, everything that I listed at the top of the video. Eva Grayson's getting angry. He's like, the Game Awards, take that. But yeah, that's all I got. So let me know what you guys are most excited about in terms of the Game Awards. Are you care about the awards aspect? Do you care about the announcements, the trailers? Yeah, just leave me your feedback, and I don't know, call me when the DICE Awards are up. That's what I really care about. Fucking Game Awards.